So Todd, you during your career now for 15, I guess, plus years as a driving instructor, you've seen the emergence of cell phones and of course its impact on driving safety. So how has the rise of cell phone use, especially if unfortunately inside a vehicle, how has that changed, if any, your approach to driving instruction?
It's a great question. Again, so everybody talks about distracted driving, and I'm on the road all day long. And you're on the road as well, just like people that are watching this are going to be seeing this video. If you're on the road and the traffic light goes from red to green and the car in front of you keeps his foot on the brake and doesn't go, I promise you they're looking down at their phone. So, how do you teach your students not to text and drive? It's very difficult. And I'll tell you why, because our society, the way we are right now, we are attached to our phones. I know if I look on the counter right over there, my phone's right next to me. And I'm sure your phone is probably right on the counter as well, on the table. So we have to understand that we've got to make that separation. So when I'm in the car with my students, their phone is either on off or silent. And I joke with all of them: no beeps, no buzzes, no Snapchat, Instagram, selfies, Facebook Live, none of that stuff, right? And they hear it all the time. Sometimes I'll show them a video, a short clip, 30, 40, a minute or so, seconds, what have you, of a distracted driving crash. I'll show them accident scenes of what's happened after a distracted driving accident. So how can we offset that? Laws, education, making it a statewide law in the state of Pennsylvania that you are not allowed to have your cell phone on in the car. Some states have not even Bluetooth, where you're not allowed to be on your phone. I don't want to use the word, but is it an epidemic? Yes. And our students, our kids, our teens, that age rate, or age bracket rather, from 16 to 19, 16 to 20, the odds are stacked against them. It's not a matter of if they're going to get into a crash, it's a matter of when. So if we can mitigate that first crash and make it as least amount as possible, then so be it. So there are devices that are out there where moms and dads can disengage that cell phone. So once the car starts to move, it shuts off. But it's not just teenagers. There's plenty of adults that I see on the road where literally they've got one hand on the wheel, one hand on their cell phone. It's not. It's a problem. It really is a problem nowadays.